Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. How do we become pure? You turn to the Most High God and Him alone. Nobody else. We don't have to worry about nobody else. We don't have to look up to nobody else. We don't have to pray to anybody else. You pray to the one. Excuse me. You pray to the one who the world calls God. We know that God has a name. His name is Yahweh. Some people say Yahuwah. Some people say Yah. Some people say the Most High God. That's the God of the Old Testament. That's a very hard pill for many people to swallow. And that hard pill is that the God of the Old Testament is a stand-alone entity. He does not have an only begotten son. Many of our people really sincerely believe that he does, but that's only because we've all been led astray. We all have been asleep for the last 2,000 years. A little over 2,000 years. We've been knocked out, sleep. Okay? I did a video on that a couple of weeks back. Anybody on this live stream right now? Because we have new people coming sometimes and they don't know sometimes everything we talking about. The biggest reason why everybody follows JC or Christ, you hear that phone ringing in the background, that's sound confirmation. The reason why everybody follows JC or Christ is because everybody has been led astray by the Roman Catholic Church. Okay? And because of that, the last 2,000 years or the last 2 days, everybody has been wide. You've been asleep at the wheel. You're just like Jonah, okay? Many stories that you're going to read in the scriptures, they have a double meaning. It's not just the physical meaning, but oftentimes you'll have a spiritual meaning. And when you're having a spiritual meaning, it can be more than one spiritual meaning, okay? It can be 2 spiritual meanings. It can be 3 spiritual meanings. It can be more than one physical meaning. The point is, there are new people who come over here to this channel, and sometimes they can just pop right in, right? They don't know that there's no such thing as the only begotten Son of God. They don't know that because the last 2 days, also known as the last 2,000 years, you've been asleep at the wheel. And because you've been asleep at the wheel, no one has been able to get through to you, me, grandma, granddad, Everybody has been drinking the juice. I know you guys out there have heard the saying before, oh, they drinking the Kool-Aid. Everybody on planet Earth, every person who's alive on this earth right now has had JC rammed down their throat. Some people call him Christ. Some people call him Yeshua. Some people call him Yahawashai. Some people call him Bahashim Yahawashai. I don't care what you're calling him. There's only one God. And believe it or not, family, I know it's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. This God, he does not allow blood sacrifice of any kind. Hold on, Hebrews. Bear with me, Hebrews. Back, Hebrews. Let me read some of these comments. King David says, Tav X, enjoying this good weather while it lasts, knowing Texas, it will be a blizzard tomorrow. Hey, I feel you. And that's really messing with my so-called allergies right now, because I feel like they're trying to come on earlier than expected. And it's really cold for real, but this little spell right here is making it funny. J.R. Metals, and he says, hello, my Hebrew FBA people worldwide. That's right, because we going worldwide. Good to see you, J.R. Metals. As always, King David again, and he says, even if I show powers to you, it's a test. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Everything is a test. Especially now, y'all. Y'all, do y'all see everything that's going on out here? Y'all know we always got to give it a few minutes, though, because YouTube does not like to send out the notifications. So that's why we always wait a few minutes. We don't just be stalling over here just to stall. We always got to wait a few minutes, like 10 minutes. Because YouTube, they don't be sending out notifications, y'all. And we are getting ready to read, as they say. King David says, they deleted my comment before that. Y'all see that? They stay deleting people's comments, y'all. And you know what? Sometimes people be thinking that I'm the one that be deleting these comments. I don't delete no comments, y'all. I don't care how crazy people talk. I don't care what nobody say. If you saying something good, then we really gonna pull up on that. If you saying something, righteous, saying something that's trying to edify the family, we gonna pull up on that. But even when people come on here and talk crazy and disrespectful and say all kind of crazy stuff, I'm not going to delete it. I don't delete comments. I don't hide comments. And if you just come on here and you start calling people names, then yeah, I might delete that, because I'm not just going to leave name calling comments up on here. We don't disrespect people over here, even if we don't agree with something that somebody's saying. These are our brothers and sisters. We're not going to be disrespectful to people. You don't play that crap over here. But that really pisses me off that they be deleting people's comments and stuff. You see, they're trying to sow discord amongst the brethren. That's what they doing, y'all. But it ain't going to work. Hey, and everybody that's in here right now, if you're on this live stream right now, hit that like button, family, and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Okay? With the power of the Most High God, we've reached 1,000 subscribers on this channel. Most High willing, we on our way to 10,000 subscribers. Next stop, 10K subscribers, Hebrew. That's the next stop on this channel, on this family. This channel is going to be like a living room. It's a living room where the brews can come to post up, to chop it up. You know what I'm saying? A so-called refuge from the storm out there, because we all going through it in one way or another. Right now, we all going through it. We always have been. We always have been. The only thing now is we starting to get a little more spiritual power, starting to get more knowledge. Our spiritual muscles are beginning to develop. King David said, I said, I'm real. If you praise me, it's idolatry. Even if I show powers, you going to get BK'd. Oh, yeah. And that's a straight up fact, King David. And that's why they deleted that. You see that? That's why they deleted that. They was like, nah, we cannot have this message getting out there. Because y'all notice, the more knowledge we get, the more we try to keep the Most High's commandments to the best of our abilities and serve him and him only, the more everything around us is crumbling, y'all. And now they at a last attempt effort to save their world, to save their kingdom. But it's not going to work. We got Hazel Woods up into his house. Hazel Woods says, Top X family, Mr. Real Talk, how is everyone doing today? Hey, good to see you, Hazel Woods. Tavex to you and Tavex to everybody else out there as well. Good to see all of y'all. And everything is all good out here. I hope you all are doing well. And we're getting ready to read. And I don't think I got to tell y'all, but just in case I do, consider this video a audio only recording. We getting ready to read. I'm telling you something right now, y'all. I consider myself very blessed and very fortunate, just for one, to be able to hang out with y'all. Number two, to be able to read and to be able to bring it out. All of these books, all of these teachings, knowledge from our forefathers. Just about the whole world is against us. And especially when it comes to anything that got something to do with the one who the world calls God. Whatever side we stand on, the majority of planet Earth is absolutely against us. They don't approve of any of our spiritual beliefs and or teachings and our ways. King David says, last thing, how they say they love Yah, but fight so hard for JC over Yah, real or not. When Yah said he share not his glory, none mean none, no matter who it is. That go for the real Messiah, David, too. Are you guys listening out there? Did you hear that? In case you guys didn't hear it, I'm going to read it again. Because I know some of you might not be looking at a video screen. Some of y'all, you might be driving. You might be working out. So I'm going to read it again. King David said, last thing, how they say they love Yah, but fight so hard for JC over Yah, real or not. When Yah said he shared not his glory, none mean none, no matter who it is. That go hard, that go for the real Messiah, David, too. And that's exactly right. The Most High God is not going to share his glory with nobody. It ain't no fine print that says, oh, except for my only begotten son, JC. No. Nobody means nobody. But our people have been beaten into submission by the Roman Catholic Church. You've been put into physical chattel slavery, destroyed your mind, heart, and your soul. Your mind, heart, and soul was captured and seized by JC and the Roman Catholic Church. It's one in the same. But all praises to the Most High God. The brothers and sisters over here on this channel, we all know that nobody's going to die for your sins. That is actually against the Most High's commandments. But any of the new people who we have, who is just coming over here, maybe you never heard this kind of talk. I promise you, if you stick around long enough and you don't let your emotions get the best of you, you are going to learn more over here with us than you could 20, 30 years in the Christian church. And I'm going to say this, even if you come out of the Christian church and you a Messianic Hebrew, you come over here with us and other channels like us, we only worship and serve Yahweh and him only, the God of the Old Testament, and we do our best to try to keep his laws. I'm telling you, once you start doing that, the Most High God is going to start unlocking different levels of knowledge that he's not unlocking for everybody. It's like it's a prerequisite. There are certain prerequisites that must be met if you want to go further. And around here, we've been on that. We want to go further. On this channel, we are about going as far as the Most High God is going to permit us and allow us to go. We are nose diving into the rabbit hole of truth, and we're not afraid of what we find. Hazelwood says, so true at King David. Bring it out, Hazelwoods. Bring it out, King David. Hazelwood says, when I hear them doing that, it makes me sick and angry at the same time. It drives me crazy when they do that. Hey, me too, y'all. It makes me very upset. I almost become unglued. I can't stand it. It drives me up a wall. I'm so sick of it. King David says, facts at Hazelwoods. The exit close. Just watch. We about to get sucker punched out the blue. The Most High had enough of idol worship, mainly plus the other wickedness. You right. It's getting so crazy. Getting crazy so now that me and my co-workers at work the other day seeing UFOs and orbs while we in slavery. Can't tell me it's going down out here, y'all. But enough of me running my big black mouth. Hit the like button if you haven't already and subscribe. We getting ready to read the book of Enoch, the book of dream visions, chapter 83 and 84. We getting ready to read. Oh, and I want to do this before I do that, right? Because I know we got people, sometimes we got new people that come in. We never know when they pop up. And sometimes we got other brothers and sisters. They're not necessarily new, but they may say, hey, brother, It's not good to read the book of Enoch. The book of Enoch is just one book that they say that about, right? But they'll say, brother, you ought not read the book of Enoch, brother. Brother, you ought not read the book of Jasher, brother. The book of Jubilees, brother. You ought not read that. And look, I get it, family. I get it. At one point, I was on that same side of the fence that many of our brothers and sisters are on. But I did not fully understand what I understand now. And I did not understand that for a little more than 2,000 years, it's the Roman Catholic Church who's been the one who gets to decide what everything means. That means from the legal stuff in the government and to the spiritual stuff down to the Bible and what this means in the Bible and so forth. So it was the church who's the one who decided what books are acceptable and what books are not. And when I say the church, I'm talking about the Roman Catholic Church. They're the ones who said, hey, we don't accept the book of Jasher. Hey, don't read the book of Enoch. And see, now people just say we don't accept it. But there was one time, if the Roman Catholic Church caught you reading that book, they turned off your lights, if you know what I mean. You got BK'd on sight if they caught you reading. Okay? Period. You reading the book of Enoch, they're going to make an example out of you by snuffing you out. And then they just snuffed out so many people for reading those books. And now it just came down to this time. Your DNA still remember all the people who got snuffed out for reading those things. So now that you're just scared straight. The church says, hey, we don't accept those books. And people say, okay, those books are unacceptable. The book of Enoch, the book of Jasher, the book of Baruch is all one and the same. Those are books that the Roman Catholic Church said, hey, we don't accept that. And for the last 2,000 years, they have had their way, but no more. Hosea chapter 6, verse 2. After 2 days, I will revive them. And on the third day, I will raise them up and they shall live in my sight. The only reason why you think that you can't read the book of Enoch or the book of Jasher or the book of Jubilees or the book of Baruch or the Testament of the Patriarchs or any of these other books is because the Roman Catholic Church said so. That's it. You will never produce, I challenge anybody out there, produce to me in the Old Testament where the Most High commands us not to read these things. You can't do it. Open and shut case. But before I read the book of Enoch, I always sometimes you gotta make instant believers out of people. And you can say you don't like what I'm saying, but you cannot defeat the Old Testament. And I'm about to read an Old Testament disclaimer before we read the book of Enoch. King David says, I don't want to hear no edit. Y'all Bibles say way different things than the Torah Bible. Bible make it clear. Torah cook. But the word play is why people think JC Yah. Bible make it clear. Yah Bible make it clear is Yah, no way around it. Exactly, King David. And that's why this Yahweh Bible is nothing but the truth. And most high willing, tomorrow we will be going live. We'll be moving to Genesis chapter 4 in the Yahweh Bible. But I gotta confess, y'all, tomorrow's not going to be like the normal typical live. We typically like to go live like afternoon, late afternoon, early evening at best. But slavery got me doing something different right now, y'all. Tomorrow's going to be a very long day for me, okay? A very long day. But understand me, we still going to go live, right? But it's literally, y'all, it is literally going to be nighttime. It may even be, by the time I'm actually able to go live, y'all, it might be 8:30, 9 o'clock tomorrow night, y'all. And I know y'all gonna be like, oh man, that's late. But hey, that's probably the best that I can do tomorrow, Hebrew. But I'm still gonna do it. And if any of you will be available 8:30, 9 o'clock tomorrow night, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be at nighttime, but I am gonna go live tomorrow night. I'm going to be drop dead tired, but I'm going to do it. Most high willing. It's going to take some kind of supernatural miracle or crazy something happen for me to not go live tomorrow night. Genesis chapter 4 out of the Yahweh Bible. Most High willing, that's tomorrow night. But right now, I'm going to read this disclaimer because somebody will say, hey, brother, why are you reading from the book of Enoch, brother? Those books are not of the Most High. We don't accept those books. Well, this disclaimer is just going to show you what it's going to show you. The book of 2 Samuel, chapter 1 and verse 18. The book of 2 Samuel, chapter 1, verse 18. And he ordered that the men of Judah be taught this lament of the bow. It is written in the book of Yasher. What? Hold up. What did the book of Samuel say? Isn't Samuel a man of the Most High God? Isn't Samuel a priest and a prophet and a warrior of the Most High God? And what did Samuel say? 2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 18. And he ordered that the men of Judah be taught this lament of the bow, which meaning he ordered that the men of Judah, and we read this out of the Yahweh Bible, so it doesn't say Judah, it says Yaddah, Yada, Judah, you get it, potato, you get it. He says, and he ordered that the men of Judah be taught this lament of the bow. That means he ordered them to learn this song. They had to learn the song to play on the bow. And he says, it is written in the book of Yasher. So how they was going to learn that song? Refer to the book of Yasher where they can learn that song, because all the men of Judah had to learn to play that song on the bow. Do you see that? But now today they tell you, don't read the book of Yasher. Don't read the book of Yasher, as you should say, because there was no such thing as the letter J. That's why it says the book of Yasher with a Y. This that Yahweh Bible, y'all. It told them to learn the song on the bow, and it's written in the book of Yasher. So if somebody would have said, hey, y'all, hey, I don't know the song. Hey, teach it to me. You know what they would have said? Hey, open up the book of Yasher and turn to this chapter and verse so we can learn this song. Y'all see that? I'm talking to somebody out there. But they're going to tell you today that somehow we are evil and wicked and we going off because we going to read the book of Yasher. Heck yeah, we going to read it. Samuel said it's written in the book of Yasher. Good enough for me. But guess what? Believe it or not, Hebrew, there's some Hebrew out there. The book of Samuel ain't good enough for him. What the prophet Samuel has to say is not good enough. So let's go to Joshua. Or should we say, as it reads in the Yahweh Bible, it says Yeshua. This is Joshua. Y'all see that? Chapter 10, verse 13. What does it say? So the sun stood still, and the moon stopped, and the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is this not written in the book of Yasher? So the sun stood still in the middle of the day and delayed going down about a full day. And that is Joshua, or Joshua as you know him, quoting from the book of Jasher. But some way, somehow, we let people today convince us not to read the book of Yasher. Do y'all see that? So that's the disclaimer right there. Slam dunking anything that somebody may think they have to say. Go take it up with Samuel. Go take it up with Joshua. Because they're both referring to the book of Jasher. So whenever we want to read from the book of Jasher, that's what we're going to do. And today we're reading from the book of Enoch. It's all the same. Reading from the book of Enoch, the section, the book of dream visions, chapter 83 and 84. Also, hit that like button on your way in the door. if you haven't already. And I'm going to read. And now, my son Methuselah. Let me read this. King David says, yeah, and they try to squeeze that as JC. When I told people don't fall for that trick, we know that version is reason, but not that dying 33 demigod. Yeah. And the fact that they had him die, allegedly, when he was 33. Like, it's so many things that we see now, but back then, it wasn't time for us to see. But when the Most High wants you to see, there's nothing that nobody can do to stop it. Nobody can stop you from seeing when the Most High gets ready to open up your eyes. And right now, our eyes are open. Read, and now, my son Methuselah, I will show you all my visions which I have seen, recounting them before you. I saw 2 visions before I took a wife, and the one was quite unlike the other. The first, when I was learning to write. The second, before I took your mother, when I saw a terrible vision, and I prayed to Yahweh regarding them. I had laid myself down in the house of my grandfather, Mahalalel, when I saw in a vision how heaven collapsed and was borne off and fell to the earth. And when it fell to the earth, I saw how the earth was swallowed up in a great abyss, and mountains were suspended on mountains, and hills sank down on hills, and high trees were torn from their stems and hurled down and sunk in the abyss. And a word suddenly fell into my mouth, and I lifted up my voice to cry aloud and said, the earth is destroyed. And my grandfather Mahalal waked me as I lay near him and said to me, why do you cry so, my son? And why do you make such lamentation? And I recounted to him the whole vision which I had seen. And he said to me, you have seen a terrible thing, my son. Of grave moment is your dream, vision, as the secrets of all the sin of the earth. It must sink into the abyss, and he destroyed with a great destruction. And now, my son, arise and make petition to the Lord of glory, since you are a believer, that a remnant may remain on the earth, and that he may not destroy the whole earth. My son, all this will come on the earth from heaven, and there will be great destruction on the earth. After that I arose and prayed and implored and sought and wrote down my prayer for the generations of the world. And I will show everything to you, my son Methuselah. And when I had gone out below and seen the heavens, and the sun rising in the east, and the moon setting in the west, and a few stars, and the whole earth, and everything as he had known it in the beginning, then I blessed the Lord of judgment, and extolled him, because he had made the sun to go out from the windows of the east. And he ascended and rose on the face of the heavens, and set out and kept traversing the path shown to him. Chapter 84. And I lifted up my hands in righteousness, and blessed the Holy and Great One, and spoke with the breath of my mouth, and with the tongue of flesh, which God has made for the children of the flesh of men. that they should speak with it. And he gave them breath and a tongue and a mouth, that they should speak with them. Blessed are you, O Yahweh, King, great and mighty in your greatness, Lord of the whole creation of the heavens, King of kings and God of the whole world. And your power and kingship and greatness abide forever and ever. And throughout all generations, your dominion, and all the heavens are your throne forever, and the whole earth your footstool forever and ever. For you have made and you rule all things, and nothing is too hard for you. Wisdom does not depart from the place of your throne, nor turns away from your presence. And you know and see and hear everything, and there is nothing hidden from you. And now the messengers of your heavens are guilty of trespass, and your wrath abides on the flesh of men until the great day of judgment. And now, O God and Lord and great King, I exceedingly implore you to fulfill my prayer and to leave me a posterity on earth, and not destroy all the flesh of man, and make the earth without inhabitant, so that there should be a continuous destruction. And now, my Lord, destroy from the earth the flesh which has aroused your wrath, but establish the flesh of righteousness and uprightness as a plant of the continuous seed, and do not hide your face from the prayer of your servant, O Yahweh. Do you guys hear that? That was the book of Dream and Visions, chapter 83 and 84. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, Edward Barber says all lost books are knockoff Bibles. They're counterfeit. You people are reading a con artist fake biblical text. Well, guess what, Edward Barber? Who are you? First of all, Edward Barber, who are you? And who gave you the authority to say that these books are knockoffs? Where's your proof, Edward Barber? You probably would say that if we read the book of Jasher too. Even though I just read in the book of Joshua and the book of 2 Samuel, they are referring you to the book of Jasher. Edward Barber, maybe at one point in time, the words that you were saying, maybe they would have had some kind of effect on us. But first of all, who are you? You have no power, no authority, no say-so at all. But this Edward Barber says, not one prophet or apostle testified. First of all, ain't no such thing as an apostle, Edward Barber. We don't subscribe to that New Testament. Right there, that shows you don't know what's going on. But this Edward Barber guy says, not one prophet or apostle testified to any lost books or quoted from one, neither did Jesus. We don't care about Jesus. We don't believe in Jesus. Neither did Jesus Christ. The word apocrypha means counterfeit knockoffs. That's a lie, and you are a liar as well. And clearly, you are a spiritual vampire because you believe in Jesus. You drink spiritual blood, Edward Barber. Not one prophet in the Old Testament gave the go-ahead to drink spiritual blood. You're an apostle. You are a vampire, Edward Barber. You're not allowed to come out in the daytime, Edward Barber. You drink blood. You are a spiritual gargoyle. You think you got the nerve? You think we care about what you think, Edward Barber? Edward Barber says, most of you black Hebrew Israelites are following Edomite doctrine and their fake Hebrew language and hieroglyphics. Again, Edward Barber, nobody knows you. Nobody cares what you have to say or think. Go keep drinking your blood and following your apostles and following this JC guy. And if you want to keep thinking I'm black, that shows how smart you are, Edward Barber. You don't know anything. I'm not black. I am an Israelite. And clearly, I don't know what you are other than being a spiritual vampire and a body eater. You are a devil worshiper, Edward Barber. You actually think that we care what you think? Those books are counterfeit books. No, those books expose people like you, Edward Barber, with your blood drinking self. You are a spiritual cannibal. Show me what prophet in the Old Testament condoned your spiritual vampire, your gargoyle, man-eating behavior. You're a cannibal. You got the nerve to come over here and say, first of all, the fact that you're calling me black, you're calling us black Hebrew Israelites, I feel very disrespected and insulted. There is no such thing as a black Hebrew Israelite. No such thing as a black person. Edward Barber, your blood drinking, body eating, demon praying to, in here talking about JC. You are a demon, Mr. Edward Barber. You a body eating, blood drinking, seance having demon. You think we care what you think? You're over here to try to save your little demonic, blood drinking, body eating kingdom. The jig is up, Edward Barber. You're a heathen, pagan, Gentile. Why are you even over here? Shouldn't you be out sucking somebody's blood right now, like your Lord and Savior? I'm telling you. But look, you showed up at the right time. As soon as we got finished reading the book of Enoch, then the evil spirits show up over here. We read what we was going to read, though. You are a demon. Edward Barber, this just goes to show you so-called Israelites are just as lost as the lost books you're reading. You should never go outside of scripture for false truth or bad doctrine. Israel should know the word. And I guess you know the word, right? That's why you're following Jesus, because you know the word, right? You up on here talking about some damn apostles because you know the word, right? This is an Old Testament only channel. We don't drink blood like you. We don't eat people's bodies like you, Edward Barber. You're a demon. You are a sorcerer. A worker of witchcraft is what you are. You're a cannibal. A gargoyle with fangs. Your fangs are for sucking blood. You're a vampire, just like your Lord and Savior told you to be. You are a demon. You believe in human sacrifice. Look, if the black, you so-called whatever you are, you're a demon, first of all. Over here, keep calling us black and calling us so-called Israelites. No, Edward Barber, ain't nothing so-called about that. We are the Israelites. And guess what? If we black and we the so-called Israelites and we don't know nothing, why the hell are you over here, Edward Barber? Don't you got something better to do than to hang out? You would claim that we fake Israelites. Why are you over here then, Edward Barber? Because you're scared. And the Most High, I'm telling you, you better watch how you talk to us because we are the Israelites. You better watch your filthy, stinking, blood drinking, body eating mouth. Edward Barber says, you people got the letter Y and J driving you insane. It's confusing to try to address the word of God in English and unknown Hebrew hieroglyphics. Is confusing to you because clearly this ain't for you. So why are you here? Do you want some? You just want some attention, ain't that it? You're a heathen, pagan, Gentile. You've been used to having attention for the last 2,000 years, and now nobody cares about you anymore. Nobody wants to play with you anymore, Edward Barber. Edward Barber, the God of Israel, said he would speak to his people in the tongue they were scattered into. Guess what? You don't know a thing about the God of Israel, and you don't know who his people are. You're just a heathen, pagan Gentile. And I don't care if you black. There's a lot of black Gentiles out there. You ain't one of us. I can feel your low life spirit, Edward Barber. You are a vampire. You got no authority over here. But you know what? You want attention because you're a Gentile. You're a heathen, pagan, Gentile beast. Or either you're just a mindless Israelite, and I doubt that you're just a mindless Israelite because you sound like an Edomite. You people, you sound like a damn demon. King David says, can you read 2 Kings 21:6? It cut all that JC or any human. Okay, let me go see this. Brother King David, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. It's funny when we get these heathen, pagan, Gentile beasts. You know what, dog? This is a representative of the Roman Catholic Church we have in our midst, family. He's trying to get us back on the JC bandwagon, y'all. Y'all see that? Edward Barber is afraid of us. Him and his people, they're afraid, y'all. Do you see what happens? He got so much negative stuff to say about us. Ask him, why is he here? You ain't got nothing better to do on Friday evening, Edward Barber, than to hang out with us. You are afraid. I'm getting ready to get that, King David. Get ready to get that. Hey, y'all see how scared he is, right? Everybody in here on this live, if you're watching on the live or you're watching on the playback, Edward Barber is very afraid. He's afraid of the unity over here that we got, and he has been sent by his daddy, the Roman Catholic Church, to try to reel us back in. It ain't gonna work, Edward Barber, because we don't care about nothing you got to say. You're a demon and a vampire. 2 Kings chapter 21, verse 6, and it reads, he also made his son pass through the fire, sacrificing him in the fire, practicing soothsaying, sorcery, used witchcraft, divination, and consulted the spiritists and mediums. He did great evil in the eyes of Yahweh, provoking him to anger. That's right. This guy, Edward Barber, though, he's very upset, family. He wants us to drink blood like him. He wants us to eat people's bodies like him. This is hilarious. At this point, this is beyond hilarious. But look, all praises to the Most High God. He wasn't here when we was reading the book of Enoch because that's not for him. Or maybe he was here. And look, he gonna act like he didn't. He's talking about we shouldn't be reading these lost books, right? And once again, we're gonna double back, right? Just to see what he got to say. Because you notice, right? You guys notice he didn't went quiet, right? I'm gonna read this again because he claims we shouldn't be reading these lost books, right? So I'm sure Edward Barber is against the book of Jasher. I'm sure he is. But let's see what the Bible has to say in the Old Testament. 2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 18. And he ordered that the men of Judah be taught this lament of the bow. It is written in the book of Jasher. But I'm sure Edward Barber would say, hey, that's a lost book, the book of Jasher. You shouldn't be reading that. But what did the prophet Samuel say? You gonna believe Samuel or a blood-drinking, body-eating person like Edward Barber? A sorcerer is what he is. He's doing witchcraft and he's drinking blood. Joshua, again, you notice Edward Barber has gone quiet because he was sent here on a mission by the Roman Catholic Church and the mission is not working. This is how you deal with missionaries. You go to the Old Testament. The book of Joshua, chapter 10, verse 13, and it reads, because you heard this demon, Edward Barber, say, stay away from lost books, like Jasher. Book of Joshua, chapter 10, verse 13. So the sun stood still and the moon stopped until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is this not written in the book of Jasher? So the sun stood still in the middle of the day and delayed going down about a full day. He's literally quoting from the book of Jasher. But a demon like Edward Barber would say, stay away from that. Edward Barber is a liar and a cannibal and a vampire. He's a Catholic. We don't listen to niggas like that no more. King David says, human sacrifice anger the Most High, knowing them gonna say, because he didn't drink his blood and so on. Exactly. These people are demons, King David. So he's busted with that second king scripture. The Most High is not accepting no kind of blood sacrifice, no nothing. And definitely not no freaking human sacrifice. This is a Roman Catholic in here trying to get us to backslide, y'all. Because you know what? We got a lot of Catholics over here on this channel. They are afraid. Just like Edward Barber. You notice he didn't went quiet, right? Y'all see? Not a peep out of Edward Barber. Because demons no longer can stand before us. We know how to chase you demons from amongst us. We whip out that Old Testament only sword because it's big, long, and strong. And there ain't a demon on the world that can stand before it. Bunch of damn blood-sucking, plasma-licking demons. Human sacrifice lovers. You are a heathen, pagan, Gentile rascal is what you are. A monster. Worse than Freddy Krueger. And that's why you quiet now. Coming over here, acting like we ain't the real deal. You know we the real deal. That's why you over here, because you're afraid. You know that our God is looking for people like you, and it ain't to do nothing good to you. And I told you, you better watch your mouth. You blood-sucking bastard. Sick of people like you. And I know YouTube is going to demonetize this video because of a blood-sucking, body-eating bastard like Edward Barber that pissed me off. You better watch your mouth, Edward Barber. You must not have had your blood today. Your blood smoothie. With your demonic self. Wicked ass nigga. Nigga that pissed me off, y'all. But I'm glad we had a chance to get through that reading, though. You demonic rascal. You a spiritual gargoyle is what you are. And we shut your big, fat, lying mouth real quick, though, with them scriptures, though. Your lying ass. Hit the like button, Hebrew. That's how you deal with a demonic, body-eating, blood-drinking devil like Edward Barber. You pull out your Old Testament only sword and you just start swinging for the fences. I guarantee you his head gonna roll. And he has been spiritually decapitated. Finish him. Fatality. Flawless victory. Blood-sucking nigga. That's how you shut a demon down. Whip out that Old Testament only sword. It ain't a devil walking the earth that can stand before us when we whip that out. They can get mad. They can fuss for a little bit. All you got to do is whip out that Old Testament only sword. See, what we just did to Edward Barber, that's why none of these messianic elders and stuff, these big time guys with all these thousands of followers, that's why they won't dare come in this live stream, because they know we will hew them into pieces. Somebody like Edward Barber is nothing. But he did piss me off, though, with that crazy talk, though. I'm not going to lie. He did piss me the hell off. Even though it was light work to dispose of his demonic ass. But nonetheless, it was still, even though the video is going to get demonetized, may even get shadow banned. But nonetheless, we had a chance to come together and read. And I had a chance to get a little spiritual blood, since these niggas like blood so much. I had a chance to get a little spiritual blood on my Old Testament only sword. Because I guarantee you, Edward Barber is leaking spiritual blood right now. Just hewed him into pieces. King David says, man, I can't wait till the Most High tell us to fight all that tough talking, trolling the Most High and talking down on y'all. We gonna shut all that up. Bullets won't work on that day when we y'all battle axe. Laugh now, it's coming. You damn right it's coming, King David. And like you said, y'all can laugh now. Go ahead and laugh. But you will not be laughing later. Get your laughing out now. You're going to laugh now and you're going to cry later. It's spiritual right now. And we just healed this brother into pieces right now. Why do you think he just bowed out and just shut the hell up? Because that's what he should have been doing from the get-go. Nigga, it pissed me off, man. But you just wait, though. Every now and again, you get a filthy, stinking, heathen, pagan, Gentile beast that want to come on here talking crazy. And every now and again, yeah, I'll lose my cool from time to time, but not like that. Not that bad. I just lose my cool enough that YouTube will strike the video, ban the video, demonetize the video. I never had to give a thought about a video being demonetized before. But hey, sometimes when the niggas just go too far, we gotta spiritually yoke these niggas up. So this nigga Edward Barber with his blood drinking ass, you better be glad. But see, a lot of you guys, you're gonna talk that crazy talk, right? Because we here on the internet. And I get it. And no, I'm not saying that I would, try to do anything to this guy, because it's not that serious for me, right? But I do know one thing. You a demon. And you got sent here by the Roman Catholic Church. You see what we doing over here. And you are having your best. you trying to break up the brotherhood and the sisterhood. It ain't gonna work. King David says, ha ha, them Negroes think they gonna be some Marvel, man. Ha ha, they so delusional. Even some Hebrews that's Torah only can't see. It's literally like Kendrick. We gonna have to pop out and show a nigga. You absolutely right, King David. And make no mistake about it. The Old Testament only Hebrews. This guy just came on here, kept saying crazy stuff. You people, you so-called Israelites. We are going to have the last laugh. Believe it or not. And believe it or not, we're not getting the laugh like we want to right now. But every now and again, we get a good laugh right now. Every now and again. Because we see things that nobody else can see. And it don't matter if y'all think we crazy or not. We far from crazy. But you're going to find that out sooner than later. And I'm about to let you guys go right now. But I just thought something real funny too. Funny how the other day, I'm so tired. I can't remember. Was that yesterday? We saw the UFOs at work. I'm so tired, y'all. And I got to get up early in the morning. It was either yesterday or the day before. Whatever it was, we seen those UFOs, me and my coworkers, when I was at work. And it's only hitting me now. Whatever day, you know what? It must have been yesterday. That's how tired I am. I can't even remember when I seen the UFOs, whether it was yesterday or the day before. But yeah, it was yesterday. And here's how I know. Because I was thinking about this today. I saw the UFOs yesterday at my slavery, right? But the day before that is the day that I was doing a day fast, y'all. I was fasting the day before I seen the UFOs. Do y'all hear that? And I'm telling you, I know that that had something to do with it. I know it did. I know that the fact that I was fasting the day, I fasted on Wednesday. I did a day fast. And then Thursday, I see UFOs at my job. I just thought about that like probably like an hour or two ago, and I meant to say something to y'all about it. That's not a coincidence, y'all. There's no such thing as a coincidence that on Wednesday I was doing a day fast, and then on Thursday I see UFOs orbs at my job, y'all. And when I was fasting, I was praying for all kind of stuff, y'all. Okay, all kind of stuff. And one of the stuff that I was praying for, Most High God, show me signs and wonders, great and small. And I was fasting and praying that kind of stuff on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, early Thursday, a couple of hours after I broke my fast, here I am looking at UFOs with my coworkers. Can't make this up, y'all. I just thought that I would throw that in there because I do see that as being very significant. I do. I don't know if you guys see it. I definitely do. That's why I wanted to bring it out. Vex, Hebrews, purity and becoming one. I told you guys, I got a lot going on right now. They really working Negroes like ancient slavery. So tomorrow, I'm literally not going to be going live until tomorrow night. Even if it's 9 o'clock, I give y'all my word. Most High willing, I'm gonna go. So if 8 o'clock roll around, and you be like, man, he must not gonna do it. 8:30 might roll around. 8:45 might roll around Saturday night. And you might say, oh man, he ain't going live today. I bet you at 9 o'clock I pop up. I'm gonna show up. Because I'm serious. I'm not playing. In case maybe you're new to the channel, or maybe you're not new to the channel. Maybe you just think that I'm playing. I'm not playing. I'm serious. I take what I do seriously. And I'm not saying that I'm somebody big or I'm somebody special, because I'm not. But I do take my responsibility seriously. If you don't know, I do. So like I said, Hebrews, Most High willing, even if it's tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, you will see me and we will be live, and we're going to read Genesis chapter 4 out of the Yahweh Bible. Like this video, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. See you tomorrow night, Hebrew. Peace.